Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Amy, and for today's video I'm going to show you guys my TBR list for the Dewey's 24-hour readathon, which is on Saturday, April 29th, and it's a 24-hour readathon just like it says, and it starts the same, not at the same time in every time zone, but everyone starts reading at the same time in every time zone. So for example, if you start at 8 a.m. in your time zone, you'd go till 8 a.m. the next morning. But in some places that might be 3 a.m. and other places that might be 3 p.m. It really just depends on where you live. So the really cool thing about it is that everyone is reading at the same time. And it's a really fun event. It happens every October and every April. And yeah, you just read as much as you can for 24 hours. There's no set amount that you have to read. There's no rules really in that sense. You just set your own rules and make your own goals for it. But there are, I know, many challenges. There's lots of chatting on Twitter. There's lots of social media stuff going on. It's just a really fun time for readers to come together and celebrate reading for 24 hours. So anyways, like I said, I'm going to do my TBR of what I plan to read for the readathon. I might go totally off this list. I often do. Every year, I think like a week or two before, I've made a list or a stack of books that I wanted to read, and I often will end up reading something totally different, because you guys know how that is. When it actually comes down to the day of reading for whatever it is you're doing, you might want to read something completely different. So anyways, I'll go ahead and get started. The first things that I'm planning to read, and again, I'm not planning to read all of these. When you guys see the amount, it's unlikely that I'm going to read all of these in 24 hours, because I'm probably going to sleep for some of it, and also just it's a lot of pages. So anyways, the first is the Anne of Green Gables books. I have the old school covers here. I read the first Anne of Green Gables, absolutely adored it. I'm so glad I read it. I'd never read it before. And now I'm on to the second, which is Anne of Avonlea. So I'm planning to just read as many of these as I can until then, until April 29th. And then hopefully, if I have any left by that time, read those for the readathon. The next book is Dark Matter by Blake Crouch. So you guys can see, I love that cover. It's awesome. I'm one of those people, I don't judge books by their cover, but I do appreciate a good cover. I think it's a great cover design. So anyways, this book, I don't know much about it, but I've heard it compared to, actually on Modern Mrs. Darcy, on her podcast, I think I heard it compared to The Time Traveler's Wife in a weird way. If any of you have read it, comment down below in the comments and let me know what you think about that, if that's true or not. I'd be interested to know. Don't give any spoilers though, because I haven't read it. So I know it's, I know it has a lot about physics in it, sci-fi, I think, but I've heard really good things, and I'm really in the mood for something sci-fi, so excited about that. Next, on my TBR list is You Will Know Me by Megan Abbott. You guys can see, and this was one of the Book of the Month Club picks. If you guys don't know what Book of the Month Club is, I don't want to go off on a whole tangent, but basically you pick from 5 books a month and they send you one of them and they have them hand selected by judges. I'll leave a little description of it in the comment box, or in the description box below. And if you guys have any questions about it, I could do another video reviewing Book of the Month Club. But I've heard that this is a really good, it's actually YA, but it's a thriller, I believe. And I'm really in the mood for a thriller. I love my thrillers. They're awesome. So, and this one is actually about gymnastics. So it sounds really interesting. So hopefully I'll get to this for the readathon or sometime around then. And then finally I have 3 graphic novels here. I think I might have mentioned these in my intro video, so some of this might be overlapping. But the first one is Pretty Deadly. And this one is volume 1. So I haven't read any of these yet, but I love the artwork. Let me make sure before I open this that I'm opening to something a little appropriate, because I know that this book has some inappropriate content, YouTube might think. So let's see. Making sure it's safe. This looks pretty safe. So as you can see, really beautiful colors. Just really nice. This looks safe too. And there's some more. So I've heard really good things about this one, so I'm really hoping to get into it. For those of you who haven't done the readathon before and would like to do it, I really strongly suggest mixing in graphic novels or maybe short stories, something short to get you through the readathon, because if you're going through like a 600-page novel, you will find that you want something to break it up. So I really like to use graphic novels for that. Then the second graphic novel is Monstress. Isn't that gorgeous? I really love that cover. And this one also has beautiful art. I'll show you just a little. Again, beautiful colors and such an eye for detail. I really love that in graphic novels, when they're really detailed and just gorgeously done. And then finally, the last one is Snotgirl. And this is volume 1. And this is by Brian Lee O'Malley, who is the guy that wrote Scott Pilgrim vs. the World and also Seconds. Both of which, Scott Pilgrim vs. the World is a whole series, and Seconds is a standalone graphic novel, but they're both awesome. I really like his stuff, and so I'm really looking forward to getting into this. And so, like I said, I probably will not read all of these. I might even switch this all up before the readathon, but I like to have a plan going in, so we'll see. And I'll probably do a vlog during the 24-hour readathon and sort of check in. It'll be my first vlog. We'll see how it goes. And at that point, you guys can see what I actually read. And yeah, so anyways, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure to subscribe if you want to. And I'll see you guys later. Thanks.